Hey, good evening, guys, and welcome to another episode of TalkwithSlyge section. So, in this episode, I would be having a general discussion, but we'll be focusing more on love and sharing. And yes, why this topic? I chose this topic because of the current situation in our country, the hardship, the suffering, and it's just very sad, very sad to see people experience these hard times. You get to see people in desperate need. So yesterday I was having my moments. Then I thought of it. I was like, why can't we just come together and help ourselves? Like, why can't we be the ones, instead of we saying our government, why can't we just leave the government and just find a way in helping ourselves? Then I was like, we are very powerful. We have this very powerful presence online, you get, on the internet. Why can't we use that in bringing out or naming 100 influential people, very wealthy people, that are influential, we talk about on the internet, very wealthy people. We call them out. The billionaires, the ones that we know that they have money, the musicians, the top artists, the entrepreneurs, the nightlife bosses, the Obi Kubanas, and them, the Davidos. We call these people out. Then we challenge them into creating industries and creating tech hubs, like supporting innovations or doing these things that would bring about positive change in the society and even in our lives, you get, as individuals. Like, just doing things that would benefit the society and we ourselves. You get, imagine someone creating a very big industry that can employ 100 people. Even if it is in the slightest way, it would bring about a change, you get. And we, starting with 100 people, you get, challenging them into doing this actually would make a significant change. Because at the end of the day, you get, we should be responsible for our own selves, you get. We should be responsible for ourselves and even responsible for those around us, you get. Well, you can't be responsible for yourself when you're not responsible for those around you, when you're not responsible for yourselves. So responsible for ourselves is us coming together at first. When we know, okay, you can't do this on your own, let's come together, challenge these people. After we challenge them, believe me, the way we do things in Nigeria, if one person don't fall for the challenge, you get it, before you know, people will start joining the challenge. And the way it is in Nigeria, out of the population, like 99% can be very poor, but you see that 1% that are rich, they are stinkingly rich, like very rich, very rich, to the extent that their wealth can take care of the 99% of us. So let's call out these people. I know politicians are majority of them, but there are some people like having their money in legit way. Even both the ones having their money in dirty ways, call them out. Because at the end of the day, doing this would kind of put the government into shame, you get, since they are meant to be responsible for these things. So we are doing it ourselves. We are setting an example. For them. The wealthy people that are in this challenge are an example for the government that would make them have a thought of their policies or of their actions. Because when we start fending for ourselves, doing things for ourselves, it makes them irrelevant. Like, at some point, people no go even send them, you get, which should be a point of change for them, you get, a point of change, a point of doing things differently. Like, we need to show ourselves love. Like, it's so bad that we have some people here that have so many billions in their bank account and they still have poor people around them. Like, it doesn't make any sense for me. And see, there's one thing you people should know, especially you people that are making it. I think when I mean you people are making it, or you people that have money, I don't even mean the billionaires. Even you yourself used to even get 5 million. Let me tell you something about giving. When you give, there is a return to it too. There is a benefit to get for it, and the benefit you get from that giving you get is something that the sweet thing about it is that the return is something that you don't even know. Like, you can't say, okay, this is exactly what I need back. You get, because the return would always surpass what your expectation. It could even not be in form of money. You get, and the greatest the return you get from giving is the legacy, is the impact, the impact. That's why you see some of all these our heroes, past heroes. Look at some of them that we call their names to today. They are Awolowo and Co. We don't call them by we don't talk about them by saying, Awolowo had 50 cars, then he had 100 cars. No, we are talking about Awolowo and say, okay, he started free education in Southwestern, and this person is the first. Like, those are impacts that matters. Okay, this person, he has the biggest textile industry. This person, he has the. So I feel that makes more sense. That makes more sense, because at the end of the day, when we all die, the number of cars, the number of houses you have won't matter. It won't matter anymore. But you see, that legacy you've laid down, that impact will keep on talking for you from generations to generations. There are some generations that people can't stop talking about them because of the impact they've made. Because of them, something new came out. Something new that is still in existence. So I'm saying this video to also challenge us as individuals. You don't have to have millions to help people. You don't need to have millions. What you first need, that's why I made this topic love and sharing. The love needs to be there, because when there's love, you would consider giving, you consider sharing. You see sharing as you just being your brother's keeper. You see sharing as you loving your neighbor as God instructed. You see sharing as, and we all need to know that there is no joy in you having money. In my opinion, and a lot of people around you, you still see people around you suffering. Like, I used to tell myself, when I have all the money in the world, or when I'm so stinkling rich, when that money finally comes, like, I don't think I will come across someone, whether I'm on the road, anywhere, I'll come across someone that is in need, or I see that is in need, that I won't come to his aid, because there's joy. Like, I find joy in helping people. I find joy in helping people, like in being human, because to me, that's the first humanity in us. Love. So we need to promote that, among ourselves. We need to forget the sentiments, forget the divide. First, love ourselves and help ourselves. Our politicians are this way, our leaders are this way, because they know we don't love ourselves. They know it's very easy for them to say, oh yeah, my Yoruba people, come here. And these people, Igbos, during this 1980 something, during that war, they know it's very easy. But trust me, love conquers all. When there's love, like love does not look at last 10 years or last 50 years. Love is the moment you get. It's the feeling. It's like a genuine feeling that can't be replaced so easily, or can't even be replaced. So we need to like have that around us, like be helpful to ourselves, support one another. I remember when I had a discussion with my cousin relating to this topic. We're talking about some of what these are big musicians, and I happen to be, sure most of you know, I'm a very strong fan, like real dire fan of Burna Boy music, of Burna Boy himself, and Like, I don't see anything wrong in what he does, but when I see him going to the club and I see all these people spending 100 billions or 100 million in a day, and I be like, come, what the fuck? Like, I get pissed off. Like, nah, this is not how to do it. This is not, you can't just be using your mouth to say you Nigeria needs to be great, or you're African giant, or this. Like, we need to show this in actions. Although I might be doing behind the scene, but none of these guys have done what can be seen. Like, when I mean what can be seen, most of them obviously have foundation. Bonaba has a foundation that helps people, but I want something bigger, something more impactful, something that even though they try and lie on your name, they try and say you've not done anything, don't worry, like, the evidence they there, it they ground, it they gallant. You get your industry, the tech up, or the people that have been successful through you are there to, like, say, no, this person is that person, he is him, or she's herself, like, she's that person. So we need to